And so now we can get started on making sure that this actually works. So as you can see from the first draft, if I just click on start signing for free, we might be prompted to create an account, but we're not going to be able to actually do it because we have to connect to something called Supabase. The way to do this is you're going to go to the upper right corner and there's this little green thing here you'll have to click on, okay? And this is called Manage Supabase. So you can connect to Supabase. Now, if at any time you have questions or issues, you can just ask Lovable. So let me actually ask Lovable right now and say that, how do I make sure that people can create accounts? All right, so I asked Lovable about authentication, making sure people can create accounts. And it said that we have it set up, but it's just for mock accounts, mock authentication. And if we actually want to make this go live and we want this to work, we're going to need to indeed do that Supabase integration. And so we're going to go up here. We're going to click on Manage Supabase. And this is free. So you can just connect Supabase and click on Connect a Project and then create a new project. And so this is going to take you over to Supabase. If you don't have an account there, you can just create one. I already have one set up. So all I have to do here is just set up the project name. Let's call this Santrel Sign, create a password, and then create this new project on Supabase. All right, so now that we have Supabase set up, we can go back to Lovable and we can go to Project, click on Connect a Project, hover over our account, our organization, and then click on the project. And now it's going to connect that so that we can start building out the back end here. And once again, I don't want to get too technical because the truth is you don't have to be a technical person in order to do this. But now that we have this project connected to Supabase, we can X out of this and now we can tell it to start actually working on this, okay? All right, so Lovable knows that we have connected to Supabase and it's going to offer up some things that it can start working on. So creating the ability to have those user accounts and log in. Yes, I want to do that. And I'm just saying, yes, let's set up authentication. So they're going to go ahead and get working on that while I go and, I don't know, just like sit around and wait for about a minute and do nothing. All right, so it's throwing up a lot of things here, but once again, you don't really have to know what all of this means. This is just the actual database structure for user profiles. So if you don't understand it, don't worry. You can just click on apply changes. You can always go back and reverse anything that it has done if you didn't like it. Now, another really important tip here is that for each prompt, when you are talking to Lovable, I suggest doing one thing at a time. So for example, if you tell Lovable to do 15 different things all in the same prompt, it can get a little bit confused and I find it better to just do one at a time. So for this one, I'm saying set up authentication. Next one, I'm going to say, let's make sure that the uploading document section is correct. And I'll just do one per prompt rather than just like loading in a page worth of requests all at the same time. It can kind of bog down the system. It's better to just do one at a time for better results. So there we go. They've set up real user authentication for us and we can actually go and attempt to try it here, right? So let's start signing for free and then I'm just going to fill in my info and create that account. So let's test it out, make sure it works. Okay, so I've just created an account and I'm going to click sign in. See if it actually works. Okay, so now I'm inside of the Santrel Sign dashboard and we can see some potential documents here, right? So let me actually try it out and see if it works. And if it doesn't, we'll have to talk to Lovable and have them fix it. So I'm gonna click on upload document and let me just try uploading something. So I have added a file and I'm clicking upload and that file has been uploaded. Now let's see, where does it show up here? Okay, I don't see it showing up. So let's go back to Lovable and let's ask it what's going on here. So just in plain English, I said when I upload a document to sign, I don't see it show up. Can we fix that? And it looks like that's because the upload modal was only simulated. And so you'll see this happen a lot when you're building with Lovable is that these will be simulated things, but you just have to actually go in and make sure that they do it on the back end. And so it's going to take care of that for us and make sure that we have that upload functionality to add those documents to the document list. Okay, so now it looks like when we do that, they will appear in our document list as drafts. So let's go back to here, let's refresh, and let's try uploading a document. And it looks like it's still not showing up. So we're just gonna have to nudge it a little bit more and just say, look, I think something's still wrong. And Lovable will troubleshoot for you. I mean, if I was coding this myself, I would spend all day not understanding where the document went that I just uploaded. And it just found out that, it was actually being added to the use documents hook. Like there might be a synchronization problem. So it's checking for that. And then it's probably going to fix it here for us. And now we're going to upload it again. Okay, I'm going to upload this. All right, so Lovable went ahead and fixed that for us. And it wasn't showing up for a little while, but they went through, they debugged, they fixed the problem. They were, in local storage or something. So now this has been solved. And when I upload a document, it will show up here in the document section. And then we can click on view. And we're basically just going through and testing out the software and seeing where the problems are or things that we would like to fix or change. And then just telling Lovable to change it and they'll take care of it.